Good morning, everyone. Donna Miller here again for another episode of Avoiding the Shiny Object. We are now on episode number 8, and as I often talk to small business owners, it's always about gaining more focus, because the more focus we can have in our business, the better results we will have as we go forward. So I've been coming to you these Thursday mornings for about 10 minutes to share with you some of the things that we find to be really effective, not only for growing our organization, but also in working with the 2,000 plus companies that we've helped to start and grow. And much of what we talk about comes out of the Earn More program. So here at C3 Workplace, we are committed to helping you grow your business. We do that in many different ways. We provide office and meeting space in our 2 locations. We provide all kinds of back office support, whether it's marketing execution or whether it's bookkeeping or administrivia, as we like to call it, or educational programs. We believe here at C3 Workplace that you should teach what you know. So these little Facebook sessions are a very mini example of me and us as an organization teaching what we know. Last session, we talked about visioning and mission values vision. In the past, we've also talked about target market. Now, I really believe that target market and niche marketing is one of the ways you can be uber successful in your business, and that uber pun was intended. So as you start to get clear on your target market, and you look at the demographics and the psychographics, and you start to figure out the DNA of who your target market is, then you need to take that a step further, and you need to work on your compelling messaging. And that compelling messaging is going to take time to develop. I think it's something that evolves over time. I think it's something that we need to visit on a regular basis. And in our last session of Earn More, we talked about this with the help of the fabulous Rachel Durkin from Paradigm Marketing. So I want to give her credit, because Rachel serves as a marketing strategist for C3 Workplace, and we share a lot of the same views, and she's been instrumental in helping us to build the C3 brand and to grow our business. So DNA of your client's so important. Core messaging. How do you develop the core messaging? What is the compelling messaging? Why are your clients buying from you? And this all ties together to visioning, to why you do what you do, because as I've said in the past, and as Simon Sinek says, people do business with you because of why you do what you do, not necessarily what you do. So I believe that's the core of the compelling messaging. And here's the other reality. Social media is awesome. Obviously, this is an opportunity for me to connect with a lot of people that I may not connect with on a day-to-day basis. But social media has also, in my opinion, created an incredible flood of information that has reduced the shelf life of information to like nanoseconds. And so, in order to create a call to action, in order to get someone to take the next step, it has been said that it takes 7 to 9 touch points. I personally think that in today's flooded information market, that's probably a lot more. So the purpose of developing this core and compelling messaging is to make sure you're using it in all those touch points, so again, you can have the maximum impact. So, compelling messaging. Compelling messaging, I believe, is centered on the pain points of why people do business with you. People make a change, and a purchase is a change for 2 reasons. They make a change for pain, they make a change for pleasure. The reality is pain drives change much more so than pleasure. You would think the opposite, but we're flawed humans, and that's how it works. So I think it's important for you to always be talking to your market about what their pain points are. When someone comes to you and asks you, about your services, you need to ask them questions. The sales process is really about asking them questions and getting them to share with you information. You're supposed to be listening, they're supposed to be talking. Think of yourself like a doctor. So in that process, you're trying to find out why it is they want to make a change, what is happening in their business or their life that makes what they're currently doing not work, why would they want to change, and keep asking questions. How's that affecting you? Well, I'm running out of time. Well, what does it mean that you don't have enough time? Well, I can't get done what I want to get done. Well, if you had more time, what would you want to get done? How would that impact your life? So create this list of open-ended questions, which I've talked about before, to really interview your clients and your prospects to understand what the pain is. Now, another thing that we have done here as an organization, and Rachel Durkin has helped us with this, is we interview our clients. So on a regular basis, we will get a cross-section of clients, and Rachel will develop a list of questions, and she will reach out to those clients to interview them to get a sense of, and here's some questions that you should make a note of. Why did they choose us over our competitors? What do they find valuable about using us? Why do they continue to use us? And by the way, C3 Workplace, my organization, is never the least expensive option. So I can guarantee you none of them are saying they use us because of our price. But it's about value. So what's the value that they see? So the truth is, you may think that you know what your core and compelling messaging is, and you could be right. But what happens when you're in business for yourself is two things. For me, and I'm only ever talking about what happens for me, you can develop kind of tunnel vision where your perspective is concerned. Your job is to drive the business forward, and so you have this drive forward mentality, and you're not always great at peripheral vision. So you may not have the best perspective on why your clients are choosing you. Secondly, as the business owner or as the person driving forward your company, I regret to inform you that people typically tell you what you want to hear. I know you think they're being honest with you, and they think they're being honest with you. But the reason we have an outside agency or an outside company make these interview calls for us is because my clients are far more likely to be honest with Rachel Durkin or an outside person than they are with Donna Miller. It's just human nature. So, my goodness, the 10 minutes are almost up. How does this happen? So, in summary, you're working on your vision, you're getting clear on your target market, you're developing that list of open-ended questions that's really helping you to be a consultative person and to really understand what it is your prospects want. And then when you flip it to clients and you start to interview them to get a sense of why they're doing business with you, what differentiates you, that's the messaging that you're going to use again and again and again throughout all of your touch points with your clients. And of course, the hub of all of that for most of us is our website. And you have to make sure, obviously, that your website reflects that compelling message as well. So it's a process. If that's something you need help with, we're happy to talk to you about that. And Rachel is commenting, thank you, Rachel. Interviews can also uncover the language that will resonate with your audience. Exactly. So the truth is, we may communicate in one way and think we're being understood, but that may not be the case. So I encourage you, as you look forward to 2017, to take a fresh look at your core messaging, at your compelling messaging. Of course, that also rolls into your introductory or your elevator pitch. All of this rolls together. It needs to be revisited on a regular basis, and the difference in one word can make a huge difference. So I encourage you to visit this topic. If you need help with it, you can reach out to myself or Rachel Durkin, who I am going to assume is going to type her website into the comments so that you know how to reach her. And of course, if there's anything that I can help you with, you can reach me at donna@c3workplace.com, or you can visit us on the web, www.c3workplace.com. Bottom line, if you do everything you're doing 10% better, you are going to see a huge impact on your bottom line. So to me, it's never about the one big idea. It's about doing everything you do a little bit better. We'd love to help you with that, and I look forward to seeing you again next Thursday. Take care, everybody, and have a great week.